serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback keeper. He's stopped.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done right.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. On the move is the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle that, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You've got to accomplish the mission.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense going all in to stop the run. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, Blues, ready, go.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Turns it upfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. On play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play by the most athletic players on the field.
Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Knight.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Cox. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Pushes ahead. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Swamped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. There he goes. He's at the and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Imaliava. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Imaliava. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Ready to try the point after. Lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Still on his feet at the 25. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Imaliava to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes a connection. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. With the catch, it's Knight. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Drives inside. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Second and long here. Iamaleava. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
From the red zone, it's Knight. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Straight ahead, it's Woods. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rush is on. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Open space at the 25. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. He's at the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Deep in the end zone, it's Jordan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Iamaleava. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the boot, looking for his man. Flush to the left. Touchdown, Cardinals! Grab the short pass. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Oregon Ducks. Onside, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Cardinals ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here's Moore to throw. He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From deep, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Brown to begin the drive. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
In the backfield, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right side, it's Reed. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 4th down and unanswerable on this offense. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got the tight end. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Here's Brown. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cardinals. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. Moore to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to pass. They're working that left side, and they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Throwing Moore. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dangerous throw on that one.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Snapped on 4th down. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Couldn't set his feet. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, pressure's coming.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But given the other team... And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Selling the fake.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Here we go. Ready?
The run inside. It's Brown.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
2nd down to the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moore. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Makes the grab on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Uh-oh, look out. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He told me that they are going to rely heavily on their passing attack. That has been a huge part of their scheme, partly because their running back is young and inexperienced. With a highly recruited quarterback, this is part of their scheme they think they can rely on heavily against this defense. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for running room. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's more to throw. Right down the middle. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Into the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Fights off the defender. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Out wide left, it's Hooks. Makes the grab in their space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore. Out wide right, it's Moore. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Hill. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw one first. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right side, it's Richardson. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Running inside, it's Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side is Kenner. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Needs it here on 4th down. Pumps it downfield. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Quick step and go. Runs through a man. He might have space. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
2nd and long here. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Making the adjustment. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. Unleashes it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Hooks. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Out wide right, it's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Snags it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Left side is Bear. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Motion from the back. Moore to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Gets rid of it.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. Because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
On third down, he drops to throw. Release to the back. Pulls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to the run, it's Brown. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap to the back. Moving past the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and to get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing, understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. Line gets set, 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 29.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. It's inside. It's Moore. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10.
Booster, booster. Go, go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the back. Got him in. It's Brown. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Coming out with it, it's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They were all over it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Here's Moore to throw. Slots it away.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. In the red area, it's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. One more time, it's Brown. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Moore. They're all over him. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Moore will throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long. In
the gun on 3rd down. Moore fires left. Another incompletion on third down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
More to the air again. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be